Hi everyone, welcome to another video. It looks like Sony has canceled their June 4th event. If you know anything that's been going on, it's been a trying time. As a black person in America, we've been dealing with a lot with the whole COVID situation that's been impacting black and brown communities in an impactful way, alongside the brutal murder of George Floyd by the hands of the brutality of the police. It's been very hard to get yourself together for what's been going on in gaming. So the fact that so many brands in gaming have stopped their promotion, stopped their many of their marketing activities to show solidarity with black community, it's been great to see. And for Sony to not do their event on June 4th shows that the company is really in tune right now with the plight of where we are in our society and as black people in America. I want to still take this time out though to talk about the June 4th event, some of the predictions that were going to happen. Um, Look, many of the games that Sony has coming for the PlayStation 5, we don't know much about. We don't know much about the system. We don't know much about the controller. We've seen the controller. We know that the PlayStation 5 is in production, gearing up for the fall. Um, but what we haven't seen is any of the games or future games that will come out on the console. So the June 4th event was serving up to be an event that really would have opened our eyes to what Sony has been doing. And they weren't going to do it in a small way. They were premiering commercials on brands like ESPN.com and ESPN TV and other stations. So for Sony, this was going to be a very big event that they were going to showcase it. They haven't said when they will, uh, start to show up again. We do know that they have postponed it without an alternate date. So what can we look forward to in the future? Well, we don't know. Right now, it's such a difficult time. Um, but we expect that gaming will be back in a strong form. But if the question is, what do we expect from Sony? I expect them to come out full blazing, with software in hand, apparently gameplay to showcase. The extra time that they get does push us back a bit, does push us into perhaps even next month. We're not sure. Um, you don't want to be tone deaf in situations like this, and I think that Sony's doing the right thing. The console itself, though, if you think about it, the PlayStation 5, that is, it's going to be a massive revelation because a lot of people have been starved for information about it. We just don't know enough to gauge it against the Xbox Series X. We do know the Xbox Series X is overall a more powerful console, so it's going to be up to Sony not to just showcase power, but the capabilities of what they've been able to put together for their console. At the same time, show us games that can't be done on last generation PS4s and PS4 Pros. That's what we really want to see. With Microsoft doing their event in July, we do know that they have enough time to put together their first party offerings, which is what they said they will be able to do. If we take a look at Sony, it could be a mixture of their own first party with third party and second party PS5 games. And we know that they need to show something of significance so that the audience can feel like, okay, I can spend my money on this new PlayStation 5 console, and I know I'm going to be waiting, or I'm going to get some games on launch that are going to satisfy me. At the same token, though, Sony's got to be very careful because if they may not show price or even the console itself, but they've got to be able to show value first, and that value is going to come in the form of the games and in the pricing. That's going to be important for gamers to take a look at. Also, when you take a look at the way Sony has time in terms of the next several months, they can at least give us some more details about the PlayStation 5, about the DualSense controller, in a way where we can at least feel satisfied enough that we won't lose track of where things are going with the brand, especially when they try to focus and refocus on what the direction is for the upcoming generation. Right now, though, it looks like to me the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X are going to be in a tighter race this generation than the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. And that has mainly to do with the fact that Xbox hasn't had a misstep outside of the third party reveal. They've been able to get their act together and showcase more, but now it's going to be up to them to show us even more first party games that really are the bread and butter of why a console is different from one and one is different from the other. And if all the reports are to be believed, we should be seeing games like Horizon Zero Dawn, perhaps even Spider-Man 2, or other game titles that are remakes or remasters that should be made on the PlayStation 5. So what do I expect going from here on out? Well, I do expect another date for the PlayStation 5 event. It could be in sometime in June, or it could be as early as July alongside Microsoft July event. We just don't know with the riots and everything going on right now, and with the way the government is responding with martial law. There's not a lot of information out there on gaming as we focus on what people are going through in real life. So, but with that said, we're gonna hope that we can come back soon to some sense of normalcy, and that Sony can give us a date of what they plan to do with their event. And George, and then after that, we could take a look at the overall way that this is going to play out, especially if you're taking a look at the gorgeous way that the Unreal Engine 5 was unreal. And so we want to see what the next level of gaming is going to be when you talk about what Sony can introduce. Okay, so we'll end the video here. I want to shout out to every creator out there, a black creator out there in media who's showing up to at least represent themselves. I'm also really a fan of what's going on with other parts of gaming that are now reaching out their hand to black creators and black media, and also to creators who want to get into the gaming industry on different levels. This is going to be a trying time for everybody, and the only way we get through it is by working with one another, and together that is. So I'll see you guys on the other side, and welcome to the gamer life.